Good morning to one and all present here. In this video lecture series, we are going to discuss about design of clutches in the subject design of transmission systems. There are about different types of clutches. In this, we are plate clutch. What is plate clutch? A plate clutch is a mechanical device which is used to engage and disengage the power transmission between the clutch and the gearbox using frictional contact between the clutch plates. It is widely used in automobiles, machine tools and industrial machinery for smooth power transfer. There are about different types of plate clutches. Some of them are single plate clutch, which is uses one friction plate, and it is majorly commonly used in cars and light vehicles. It is a simple construction and easy maintenance. The main parts of the clutch plates are flywheel, clutch plate, pressure plate, springs, release bearings, etc. Next, we are going to discuss about the working or basic definition of the clutch plate. When the clutch plate is released, the pressure plate presses the clutch plate against the flywheel. It leads to a transmitting power. Pressing the pedal disengages the clutch and interrupts the power flow. And next, we are going to discuss about the multi-plate clutch. In case of multi-plate clutch, here it uses multiple friction plates, and also it has a higher torque transmission capacity, compact size, and it is majorly used in motorcycles and racing vehicles. Next, we are going to discuss about the construction of plate clutch. Here there is a friction lining which is mounted on the clutch plate, splined hub connected to gearbox, and the springs provided the axial force, and pressure plate ensures the firm contact. The working principle behind the clutch plate is plate clutches work based on friction between rotating surfaces, which transmits the torques from the driving shaft to the driven shaft. The basic torque equation is T, which is equal to mu into W into R into N, where T is the torque transmitted, mu is the coefficient of friction, and W is the axial force, and R means radius, and N is the number of friction surfaces. The major design considerations for the design of the clutch plate is we need to consider the torque transmission capacity, heat dissipation, and the wear resistance, friction material selection, and then the number of plates, and also we need to consider the operating conditions. The major advantages of plate clutches are smooth engagement, efficient power transmission, compact and reliable, easy operations. The limitations or disadvantages of clutch plates are wear of friction plates, and also it leads to an heat generation between the plates, and the periodic maintenance is required. Applications of plate clutches are which is majorly used in automobiles, motorcycles, CNC machines, industrial power transmission systems, etc. Next, we are going to discuss about the different types of single plate and multi-plate clutches. The plate clutch is a friction type mechanical device which is used to connect and disconnect the engine from the transmission system. It allows smooth engagement of power while starting, stopping, or changing the gears in automobiles and machinery. The clutch works based on the friction developed between the rotating plates. When the clutch plates come into contact, power is transmitted from the driven shaft to the driven shaft. Why there is a need for clutch? A clutch is necessary because the engine rotates continuously while the vehicle may need to stop, and also smooth starting of the vehicle requires the gradual engagement. Gear shifting requires temporary disconnection of power, and also it protects the transmission components from the shock loads. And the major functions of the clutch are engage the power supply, disconnect engine from the gearbox, reduce vibration and shock, allow easy gear shifting, protect the machine parts from the overload. The principle of behind the frictional force is equal to, there is a formula F which is equal to mu into W, where F is the frictional force, mu is the coefficient of friction, and W is the axial force. As we had already discussed, there are about two types, single plate clutch and also multi-plate clutch. Based upon the construction applications, the single plate clutch or the multi-plate clutch can be used The major components are flywheel, clutch plate, pressure plate, springs, release bearings, clutch pedal, etc. Thank you.